Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about none other than Billy Black. Now, Billionaire Black is an associate of the late FBG Duck, man, who's a Chicago drill legend. Now, Billy Black has been a controversial figure in this hip-hop game, man. We had the whole thing where him and Rizzo got into it. And we had the whole thing that's going on now with him and Lil Reese. Now, today we're going to talk about this issue with Lil Reese and where this thing looks like it's going, because these two have been going back and forth all day on social media, and it's been hilarious, to be honest, man. It's been funny, man, because Billy Black has been coming at Lil Reese with some good jabs, and Lil Reese thought he might have started something he didn't want to as far as joking on social media. Now, other than the Billy Black situation, I want to talk about this last spotting we had of Lul Tim. Looks like Lul Tim is living his best life out here, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. And then we're going to finish it off talking about the success that Julio Foolio is having with When I See You. It looks like he's going up, and might hit some type of charts or something. I don't know, man. I don't know what streaming platforms it's available on, but it's looking real good for Julio Foolio right now. Now, before we get to all the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about this Billy Black and Lil Reese situation. Now, this is one of the funnier beefs in a very serious situation, because you got, when it comes to Chicago drill scene, you got opposite ends that don't mess with each other. And the funny part about it is, they're already separated geographically, and you can see that Lil Reese and Billy Black will probably never meet up in person anymore, since neither one of them, one of them lives in Chicago and the other lives in Phoenix. Now, Billy Black has been a controversial figure in hip-hop, right? Because of the whole Rizzo thing, everybody kind of looks at him sideways because he slimed Rizzo out for no reason, it seemed like. And he still wears his chain every once in a while in videos, man. I got a whole bunch of clips where he still got that chain, it looked like. Now, Billy Black took to social media to respond to something that Lil Reese had said, because Lil Reese jumped out the window and said something disrespectful about his crew. Now, this is the post that Lil Reese made on social media. As you can see in this post right here, Lil Reese took to social media and threw a sneak diss out there at everybody with that FBG in front of their name. Now, Lil Reese said this. He said, "Only FBG we know is Future them." Now, basically saying that he doesn't know anything about the Fly Boys or, FBG Duck's crew or FBG, anybody who's down with them, meaning Billy Black and all the cats with FBG in front of their name, right? And it was sort of a sneak diss. And I think he didn't think anybody would have saw it, but Billy Black was right on it. He said, "Forget this, hold up, homie's dissing, so I'm going to come back and post some stuff on my own." And it went like this. Okay, so this is what Billy Black said on social media. He said this, and he responded back quickly. He said, "Can't no dude," and I'm going to have to improvise, so bear with me. He said, "Can't no dude who got his you-know-what beat and boo-booed on himself say anything about FBG. We only know one pamper baby." Baby emoji, laughing emojis, 3 of them. Put his you-know-what on a pack of pull-ups. Laughing emojis, and it looks like a hands up emoji, man. So just making a joke out of the fact that you guys might not know this. Now, Lil Reese was in a situation where he was being videotaped. He was getting jumped. The ops had him up against the wall, man. Now, there was nowhere Lil Reese could go. He was outnumbered, and the ops were closing in on him, and they started to give him the beats. So Lil Reese started to boo-boo on himself. Now, as he started to boo-boo on himself, the ops were even confused because they were camera phoning. They had their camera phone on the whole situation. And all you seen was a viral moment of Lil Reese scrambling on the ground. And the crazy part is his pants were half down. So they're still videotaping. And the ops are even wondering like if they should stop giving him the beats and back off, because as you see his pants falling down, see what's going down his leg. And it ain't good, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you that much. It was a wild viral moment, and the internet went crazy on it because Lil Reese is certified as a tough guy due to his past reputation back in the drill days of early, Now, Billy Black is obviously having fun with this because he followed that post up with another post. Billy Black took to social media and posted this picture right here, and it's a picture of a box of Pampers with Lil Reese's face on the front, man. So very creative and a pretty funny moment, man. You had to see it. It still has a lot of people laughing, including myself. I'm just trying to hold it back right now because the whole situation is funny, man, when you think about the Lil Reese situation and the thing that went down with him and getting camera phone with the, getting boo-booing on himself. Now, other than that, it seems like they done chilled out because, like I said, they're geographically separated right now. But in other news, man, let's also talk about this Lul Tim situation. Now, recently, Lul Tim took to social media to, show off on his brand new page. And in these recent pictures of Lul Tim, you can see that he even got cleaned up, man. It looks like he got on a fresh fit, obviously paid for by the homies, including Quando Rondo, and he's got a new chain, man. So it looks like Quando Rondo is looking out for Lul Tim as he's getting back acclimated to society after being locked down since last November. You know what I mean? Now, Lul Tim, I'm wondering if he's able to even hang out with Quando Rondo or if he's able to go to this show that Quando Rondo has booked in Waycross, Georgia, coming up next week. This ought to be an interesting situation, and man, check back for more details. Now let's talk about Julio Foolio to close this out. Now, Julio Foolio dropped his music video for When I See You Yesterday, right? And that's not the name. It's not When I See You Yesterday. It's actually When I See You, and he dropped it yesterday. Now, Julio Foolio thought it would have a good response, but I'm pretty sure he didn't think it would get the response that it did because he's currently got over 1 million views in less than 24 hours. So Julio Foolio has really capitalized on this situation and putting that new music video out with the audio so that everybody can eat up that content on his page, man. It's getting them real big reviews. You have all the big social media pages, hip-hop wise, reposting them. So it looks like, man, for Julio Foolio, this might be the changing event of his hip-hop career. Sorry that it had to come from, such tragedy because of the content in the song. But, man, regardless, this is a win for Julio Foolio because it only looks up from here. I can see, man, a lot of shows coming, a lot of things coming his way, and Julio Foolio has steadily been on his grind. I almost want to get a little bit of accolades for doing all that reporting about Julio Foolio a couple of months ago before everybody else caught on. But, I cover Jacksonville. It's in my wheelhouse, so that's what it is. So this is one of those rare occasions where we're not reporting really a tragedy. We're reporting a success, and it looks like Julio Foolio that made that. Now, what do you guys think about this whole Billy Black situation? You know what I mean? What do you think about him and Lil Reese getting into it? And do you remember that video of Lil Reese that went viral? Is that still a funny moment to you? Because, for most people, it is still pretty funny. Do you think that Billy Black is going below the belt with all the dissing and putting Lil Reese's face on a box of Pampers or whatnot? Now, what about this whole Lul Tim situation? Do you think that Lul Tim is going to get back into the music scene and we'll see him with Quando Rondo more in the future? Or anybody from 4K Trey? Because everybody from 4K Trey posted those pictures of Lul Tim as well. Just letting it be known where their alliance is at. You know what I mean? And finally, what do you think about Julio Foolio's success with When I See You, man? Did you expect a drill song placed on a R&B beat to do so well? Man, it seems like it's going up and it's only up from here. Now with that, it's been your boy Big Man. Please do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.